Welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, rosanamod, and here we go. Hey everybody, this is rosanamod. We're at episode 206, and today it's all about eBay and international selling. Global selling, is it worth it? Okay, so I have about 77 listings on eBay right now. I don't have a store. I don't think it's, for me personally, worth it because I don't have that many items. So you get up to 250 listings for free. So right now I'm listing more and more, but for what I have, I put them on a global selling because I thought I always sell within the United States. I wonder what would happen if I sell globally. Probably a lot more people will see it, right? Makes sense. But I wasn't really sure how to do it. So I contacted my son, who is a much better success at selling on eBay than I am, obviously. And he has a store called The Flip Lord. So I will put a link below the show notes so you can check out his stuff. He's got about, I think, almost 300 items on there. And he knows how to do this. And I asked him, I just said, hey, is it worth it to sell internationally? And he said, oh, yeah. Because there's a lot of people out there that don't, that can't buy the things that you get from here, especially collectibles and vintage items, which made sense to me. I thought, oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. There's a spot in the listing description when you're filling out your, list, or when you're trying to put your item up for sale. Under the shipping details, it says international shipping, and then there's a little box next to global shipping program, which is sell internationally with global shipping program. Just send it to the U.S. shipping center when your item sells. And I didn't know what that meant. So my son said, explained it to me that there's a location in the United States that when you sell your product, you just send it to them, and then they, at that shipping center, get it ready for international shipping. I thought, okay, well, that's a lot easier than going to the post office and having to do it myself, because that's really what I had it all done for each of my items. He's like, no, you don't want to do that. Just let them do it. So let me click on it and I'll read you basically what it is. The global shipping program makes your items available to more than 60 million buyers worldwide. You're protected from negative and neutral feedback and have control over which items you want to ship through the program. And then there's a bunch of things that you can click on. You don't get charged anything extra for that, but the buyer does. So if they're willing to pay, extra to get that item, that just means that they want the item. Then I noticed that all of my listings I had put down as like I was going to sell it. So I didn't check off that box, sell internationally with the global shipping program. So I had to go in, and then I realized, I wonder if anybody knows how to do this, or if anybody out there wants to learn how to do it and how to revise their items. And it's really simple. So this is what the show is about. Apart from the algorithms getting picked up, if you're selling internationally, you get a lot more people looking into your items. And the more items you sell on eBay, the more people will see them. So revise. You go into your listing of what you want to change. It takes you back to the description page, and then you scroll all the way down to where it says international shipping, and then you just check off that box right there that says sell internationally with global shipping program. And then you fill out your package or large package or whatever, and the dimensions. You don't have to fill that part out. All you do have to fill out is the weight. So if it's going to go for domestic, I put under the domestic shipping, I put USPS first class, because it's a jewelry piece, and all vintage jewelry pieces, or all jewelry pieces that are under 13 ounces should go first class. It's cheaper than priority. Remember that. So if it's a small piece, just send it first class. I click on that, and then I scroll all the way down, and one business day, whatever, and then it's done. Way that they send it. Now, I'm not sure how they do it, but since there's not an option here for me to pick, I'm not going to worry about it. Let them do it. And that's it. And then you just scroll all the way down. Oh, and then it does have like exclude shipping locations, like any countries that you don't want to ship to. And I do have one country that I don't, I'm not going to say, that I don't want to ship to. So I edit that. That's the excluded location. And then you scroll all the way down, and then you just update the list, and then you're done. It's simple as that. That's it. I hope that taught you something. It is interesting to me that I've never really sold anything internationally. I've had eBay for many years, and I've never had it global. I've always sold just within the United States, and I did pretty good because it was intimidating to me to think I would have to go to the post office and I would have to deal with what's in the box, how much does it weigh, the dimensions, how does that work exactly. But I see that since they're going to do it, why not just... Another thing that's really interesting to me is the refunds. Like, you have a choice if you're going to do it globally and United States like I'm doing. I click on domestic returns accepted, 14 days, and then where it says international returns accepted, I didn't click that because it's going to take too long. You figure it's going to go from here to there, wherever it is, it'll be already a week, and I want like 14 days. That's my idiot neighbor. International returns accepted, I don't click that because it's going to already take over a week to get there. And you figure by the time you get it back, it's going to be over 14 days, Plus, you don't know, what's going to happen. It's just too long. It's too much of a chance that it'll get damaged in shipment, going over there or coming back. And also, the item can always be returned if it does not match the listing description. So as long as the description that you write is accurately describing the item, then they're not really going to be able to return it. You understand? So a lot of times people will change their mind. They'll buy something and they're like, I don't really like it that much. I changed my mind. That's not a good enough reason to return something. There's got to be something wrong with it. If I described it exactly, that's why you have to be vigilant on taking accurate pictures and don't lie about anything. If you have a crack in it and you can't see it in the picture, but you can see it with your eye, put it in there. Like, the photo didn't pick it up, but there's a hairline, crack on this pottery that you can't really see, but don't be surprised, Just say it, because the worst thing you can do is get a negative review, and that's just going to shoot down your credibility, and you don't want that. So, well, I hope that helped. I will leave a link below for the Flip Lord, and we'll talk to you guys on Wednesday for a Wild Wednesday, where we're going to talk about whatever, something wild. Never mind. On that note, I will let you go. Talk to you guys soon. And what do we say? And with the outro. Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. And I'll talk to you soon. God bless you. And what do we say?